Welcome to Art and Technology. In part one, we'll be talking about equality, and we'll be meeting 3 artists that are using their art to work towards justice and social change. I'm Amal Khalaf, and I'm an artist and curator working at the intersection of arts and social justice. I'm really interested in how the arts could be part of changing the way that we speak to power and intervene in the systems that are placed upon us.
I am a fine artist, but I mainly use a digital method to make my work. I would say that the key themes behind my practice is mainly our conceptualizations of blackness and really just opening that up so that it's more inclusive. And then from then on, I would say it's also just thinking about alternative modes of being and thinking that can negate exclusionary acts and ideologies. The reason why I enjoy combining technology and art is because I like the possibility of being able to essentially create the formless, where the possibilities are endless. I like being able to create anything that I want to create.
I'm a media artist who works in public space, and I do so because I want to magnify and enforce the voice and presence of people who otherwise will not really have a chance to share their experiences in public space.
My name is Eyal Weizman. I'm the Director of Forensic Architecture. We undertake media and spatial investigation into the most serious of human rights violations. Our aim is to make evidence public. We take the same piece of evidence, we'll present it perhaps in court or in a truth commission, but we would also show that same piece of work or variation on that piece of work in art and cultural forums, to display a piece of work in such a way that convinces the public, that generate debates about the subject at hand.
I try to think about equity instead of equality. So equality is obviously about fairness, but at the same time, it doesn't really bring in needs. And I feel like within society where there's a biased allocation of care and privilege, people can be treated completely equal, but they're still treated differently by the structure of society. My work, it's about highlighting these inequalities and then also trying to come up with active solutions to change them. But when it comes to thinking of the solution, I don't like to conclude within my work. I always like to explore something very wide open.
Equality or inequality is just a matter of a chance for people to contribute to the democratic process through their voice.
In Iraq, we are allowed to have guns, but we are not allowed to have camera. So I feel my camera is my gun, and I will show to the world what's going on there.
What kind of media projects should be developed to help people to start listening to each other, to create conditions for people to focus and listen to what minorities want to say? We have to really make extraordinary effort. There has to be some kind of special magic to it.
The worst thing that could be thrown at you when you're making a claim for justice or truth is that you're an artist. It always sounds pejorative, but in fact, what we are showing is that art and technology put together could achieve enormous amount of justice.
I see the arts and the way that I work and many of the amazing artists that are working at the forefront of arts and social justice using advanced technologies. These conversations about change are really prevalent and they're everywhere. That for me just speaks to the possibility of our moment now. In part 2, we're going deeper into the practices of the 3 artists to understand better how they're working towards social change.
Hyundai Motor, connecting art and technology.